What's going on, everyone? Happy Sunday to everyone. Hopefully everyone is doing well, staying safe, healthy. If you had to take a COVID test, hopefully you have tested negative. If you did test positive, I hope you have a full and speedy recovery with no long COVID issues. It is time now for the final wastewater update for the month of October. For October 29th, 2023, Halloween weekend. Yes, that means in our update next week, we'll likely start to see more wastewater sites rising. We're headed into the colder months. Halloween surge is coming. If you are new to my YouTube channel, by all means, hit that subscribe button down below if you want updates on COVID. If you're new and this is the first time you're seeing one of my videos and you come to say, oh, COVID, why is he doing videos about COVID? COVID's over. Hi, hello. COVID is not over. Go see some of my previous videos and stay tuned to this full video and I will show you that COVID levels vary across the country and no, COVID is not over. Nice try. COVID is still very much so an issue, as is other viruses at this time. Alright, let's take a look at the national levels on wastewater scan. Then we'll do the national levels on the CDC website. We'll try to get to as many states as possible within 20 minutes. As you know, it may go over 20 minutes. Norovirus today is coming up as high all across the country. COVID is high across the country. HMPV is low. Influenza A is low. Influenza B is low. Monkeypox is low. RSV is low. We will see a few wastewater sites where RSV is high. And I do want to draw your attention to this. Hepatitis A is not calculated. But we are going to be introducing hepatitis A into this video today because I scrolled down a little further on a lot of these sites. And hepatitis, it's out there. It's out there in the United States. There are several detections of it. It's something we'll have to watch. If it was calculated, it may come in at medium because you'll find out in a little bit. Let's go over to the CDC website. Real quick, full disclaimer. My voice may sound congested today. Yeah, we're having that issue again this morning. The coughing issue was terrible early. That's why we're a little bit late with this video. And I hope to start my treatment here at some point in November. I've actually had contact with the infusion site, and good news. It looks like hopefully insurance is going to cover this, and either way, I'm going to get it done. It just has to happen, and I'm going to be getting infusions every 4 weeks. Hopefully the first one will be at some point in November. Alrighty, take a look at the CDC website. You see a big array of things here. First off, you're seeing a lot of new sites. That's not actually true. Ohio, maybe some other sites are still coming up new, even though they have been around for a while. They're just not updating. You're also going to see a lot of areas today that are coming up gray. Louisiana, we won't be able to show much for you. We won't be able to show much for Ohio. New York City, D.C., Arkansas, we won't be able to show much there. Mississippi, I don't think we'll be able to show anything for you. Connecticut, won't be able to do much there. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of areas that are sparse right now, which is just totally ridiculous. You see the CDC director posting pictures, maskless at all these different places, but she can't help get the quality of data back up at the CDC as we enter the season where, respiratory viruses, they're going to start rising now. It makes totally no sense to me. I don't know what they do there. Is there someone there that is in charge of quality of data? If you are, I'm sorry, I hate to say this. You should lose your job right now. That's really harsh words to say, but come on. We need better quality of data. We need this to be reported on at all times. I mean, COVID deaths in this country are still at 1,500 to 1,600 each week. It's just utterly ridiculous. End of my rant. Back to the reason why you came here today, which is for wastewater. Let's start off in the with moving back to what we were talking about with the wastewater sites. 0 to 19%, 93 sites. 20 to 39%, that's that medium shade of blue, 293 sites. 40 to 59% COVID detected, that is at 380 sites. 60 to 79% COVID detected, that's orange, 211 sites. 80 to 100% COVID detected, that's really high. It's still at 48 sites. Even though it's slightly dropped, remember back in the spring, that was a really low number. We're going to do the Northeast with the wastewater scan websites just because it updates more frequently. Let's go to Portland, Maine. Portland, Maine is medium for COVID and is dropping at this time. Influenza is low, RSV is low, HMPV not detected at this time, Mpox is low, norovirus is dropping at this time, and you can see down here, look at this, hepatitis A, strong detections of it continuously. I was telling you, hepatitis A, it is definitely showing up. Let's go down now to Dover, New Hampshire. Norovirus is high at this time. COVID is high but dropping. Influenza is rising. RSV is rising. No HMPV. Mpox not detected. And again, norovirus is high, continuing to rise. No hepatitis A being detected there. Let's go up northwest a little bit to this great state of Vermont. COVID is high but dropping. Influenza is low. RSV is low. HMPV low. Mpox is low. Norovirus is low and dropping. And then we come down, no hepatitis A detected in Montpelier at this time. Now we come up here to Essex Junction. What's going on there? COVID is coming up as high and starting to rise. Influenza was rising, dropped a little on the most recent update, still low. RSV is low, HMPV not detected. They had that Mpox detection back in September, and norovirus is medium, and they have no hepatitis detection at this time. Let's go down to Massachusetts. Let's check in on a big one. Boston, Massachusetts. This is a huge wastewater site, by the way. 2.4 million population. COVID starting to rise on the most recent update. Medium at this time. Influenza is low. RSV is high and continuing to rise. HMPV is low. Mpox is low. Norovirus is low and dropping. And we come down here. Yes, hepatitis A. It is being detected at this time, so that is not good to see. Unfortunately, we cannot look at Connecticut on here. Rhode Island, we might be able to do something with that over on the CDC website. Let's see. Nope. Can't do anything with that. Again, nothing with Connecticut. We can move over to New York State now. And in New York State, we can see here that Niagara Falls area is flat, still high. Just briefly going through here. Some of these are rising, some of them are dropping. Erie is moderate and rising at this time. That's not good. Niagara, another Niagara, which is rising. Just randomly going through here. Look at all these red sites up here in north central New York. That's not good at all. Some of them are dropping, though. Here's one that's orange. What's going on in the Saratoga area? Saratoga has not updated on the most recent update. It's just flat. That means it's inaccurate data or not up-to-date data. Coming down closer to Albany, red and dropping at this time. How about the lower Hudson Valley? Westchester, New York, 40,301 population, and it is rising at this time. It already is moderate. What's going on with Nassau County? Nassau County is dropping at this time. That's good to see. And we take a look at North Jersey now. North Jersey, dropping, but it is in the moderate level, so that's not good to see. And we can come out here to this western New Jersey site, Hunterdon County, New Jersey. Why is this important? Well, the corridor along the Delaware River is a big touristy weekend spot. A lot of people go to these areas on the weekend. Frenchtown, New Jersey, Lambertsville, New Jersey, Stockton, New Jersey, New Hope, Pennsylvania. New Hope was absolutely packed with people yesterday. I saw it on the traffic map. It was just, oh my, it was probably COVID central yesterday. And then coming up here to Monmouth, New Jersey, 47,000 population. Red but dropping at this time. Burlington County, New Jersey. Yikes. Camden area, not far from there. It is starting to rise at this time. Southeast Pennsylvania. Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Yeah, starting to rise a little bit again. Delaware County is dropping at this time. Then we come up into the Poconos. What's going on here in Monroe County? Slightly dropping at this time. Center County. It's a smaller site. The 90,000 population site's not showing up this week. 12,000 population and starting to rise. How about Harrisburg, Pennsylvania? What's going on there? And that is flat at this time. The other side of Pennsylvania, Allegheny County, wow, 900,000 population and rising at this time. West Virginia, Randolph, slightly dropping. Ohio, we can't do much with you. Look at this. I mean, we might be able to show you Cincinnati area. Hamilton dropping. Here's a moderate site which was rising. Now it's slightly dropping. This one is near moderate and slightly rising. This one is rapidly rising. It may turn orange relatively soon. Let's come down here to Kentucky. while we're at it. Can we do anything for Kentucky? I think we can do Jefferson, Kentucky. 423,000 population and flat at this time. Nope, that's all we can do for Kentucky. Wow. Okay, how about Indiana? What's going on there? Hamilton, Indiana, 86,000 population and flat at this time. And then we come up here further north. Noble, dropping. It's light to near moderate, almost near moderate at this time. Oakland, Wayne, this is up near Detroit. This one is dropping at this time. Do have a few orange sites, but they appear to be flat or dropping at this time. Here's Ottawa, Michigan. This is in the state of Michigan now. We're west Michigan, and that one is rising. Illinois, we'll come back to you in a little bit. Let's go south, west, then north again. Then we'll do the west coast. Coming down here to North Carolina. We can see Davison, Gulford, Randolph, Forsyth. 116,000 population. It is dropping at this time. Now coming over closer to Raleigh. That is dropping as well. Taking a look at Catawba. I think I'm saying that correctly. And that is moderate but dropping at this time. Gaston, small, very small site. It is rising at this time. It already is in the moderate as well, so that's not good. And Cabarrus is 6,800 population and dropping, or excuse me, starting to rise. It was dropping, now it's starting to rise. Then we come over here to Horry, South Carolina, Georgetown, South Carolina. Wow, that one's rising. Beaufort is dropping and moderate at this time. For Atlanta, Georgia area, we have to use the wastewater scan, and I think we will do the same when we take a look at Florida as well. Let's go up to the Roswell area, shall we? We can take a look at a Big Creek, Roswell. Norovirus is high at this time. COVID is medium and staying level at this time. Influenza is rapidly rising. That's not good to see. RSV is high but dropping. HMPV is low. No Mpox. Can't call it monkeypox anymore. Norovirus again is high. And yes, there have been some detections of hepatitis A. That's not good to see. You know what? Let's do another Atlanta area site. Let's go to Roswell again. This one is John Creek. This one is medium for COVID, low for influenza. RSV has been rising overall trajectory, flattened on the most recent update. HMPV is dropping. Mpox, no detection. Norovirus is dropping. And at this site, we do not see hepatitis A. That's why I wanted to take a look at another site. And let's just go to the heart of Atlanta. Let's go to Utoy Creek. And we can see here this one is dropping for COVID. Influenza is low. RSV is rising at this time, still low. Mpox was detected back on October 5th. Norovirus dropping. And we come down here, no hepatitis at this time. Norovirus again is dropping, but it is the medium category. Coming down here, we haven't checked Tallahassee, Florida in a while. And I am seeing some high here. COVID is slightly rising again, but high. RSV is high at this time and rapidly rising. Influenza is low. HMPV is starting to rise. That's not good. Mpox not detected. Norovirus is low. There was a hepatitis detection back on, when is this? Back on September 7th. You probably can't see that. My face is blocking that out. And then we come down here. Let's go down closer to Disney World. And there it is, South Orange County. Orlando in general is running high at this time. COVID is high and rising again. Influenza is low. RSV, it was rising. Now it's dropping a little bit. HMPV, not an issue. No Mpox. Norovirus is high, slightly dropping on most recent update. And yet again, hepatitis A being detected there as well. How about down in Miami? We'll choose one of the Miami sites. Let's go to this, let's go to South Miami, shall we? And we can see here, there are several things that are an issue at this time. Low COVID at this time. That's good to see. Influenza is rising. That's low, but starting to become an issue. RSV is dropping. HMPV is low. Mpox is low. Norovirus is running high at this time. And look at this. Hepatitis A at this time is being detected. And I wanted to show you one other thing at this site that I just noticed here. Influenza B is running high. So, I mean, we can check the various different levels. Influenza A at this time is running low. Let's go over to Alabama now, shall we? Let's go into the Birmingham metro area. Let's come down here to Village Creek. And at this time, Village Creek is not doing all terrible. COVID is low at this time. Influenza, it's rising. It dropped a little bit on the most recent update, but the overall trend is up. RSV is rising. HMPV not detected. Mpox is low. Norovirus is high, but it is starting to drop. And yes, Hepatitis A is being detected here as well. We have shown you several wastewater sites today with hepatitis being an issue. How about Memphis, Tennessee? What's going on there? Because remember, we can't show you Mississippi. It stinks that I really wish I could show you more data for some of these states that have limited data, but that's what happens. I'm going to have to do some more searching, and maybe we'll do a video one day that is just dedicated to the states that are not showing much data. Wouldn't that be a nice video to do for all you people that actually live in those areas and sometimes message me and say, hey, can you do more data for there? I would love to, but there's just not much. Maybe that's a video in the near future. Medium COVID levels here in Memphis. Influenza, it's been rising. It's leveled off a little bit. RSV is low but rising. HMPV not an issue. Mpox not an issue. And medium norovirus and yet again, hepatitis A. It seems more times than not, sites that we're showing you on the Wastewater Scan website have hepatitis. I mean, it's just ridiculous. All right, Arkansas. We can do one site for Arkansas on the wastewater scan, and that is Harrison, Arkansas. Medium COVID but dropping. Influenza is low. RSV is rising at this time. HMPV not an issue. Mpox is low. Norovirus is dropping at this time. It is low. And taking a look at hepatitis A, thankfully we have found a site that does not have hepatitis at this time. More on hepatitis in this upcoming week during the pandemic updates. I'm going to do some research. There's got to be some data out there somewhere that can help us find just what is going on with all these hepatitis detections. Maybe there's some news articles out there. I'm going to look into it. Norovirus in Texas. Now we're moving into Texas. We're in Sunnyvale, Texas, and we're going to take a look at COVID, which is rapidly rising. That's not good. Influenza is low. RSV low. HMPV is low at this time as well, and norovirus at this time is in the medium category and rising. No hepatitis A being detected here at this time. Now let's move on to the CDC website because, you know, as it seems to happen almost every week, I don't know why, the Wastewater Scan website is starting to crash on us. And I really want to use the Wastewater Scan website in the West Coast as well, but we can continue on with Texas. I mean, there's plenty of sites on the CDC website. We can continue on with the West Coast. Harris County, Texas, at this time is in the low to moderate, but it is dropping at this time for COVID. Coming over to Montgomery County, Texas, that is moderate and slightly dropping at this time. Now coming over to the St. Louis area, Missouri. Yes, we're going to go back to the Great Lakes now. Illinois, you're coming up soon. St. Louis, Missouri is moderate, but dropping at this time. Moderate, but dropping. This site, yes, a lot of your sites are moderate or low to near moderate at this time. And the majority of them, look at this, dropping. Let's go a little bit more west. Franklin and St. Louis, smaller wastewater site, but it is rising at this time. But again, with so many wastewater sites there dropping, not terribly concerned just yet. Dent, 4,500 population, again, a small wastewater site, and that is in the moderate. This one, Cole and Galloway, 41,153 detected. That is in the low to near moderate at this time. Continuing on over to Illinois now. Let's just start with, how about we just take a look at this site here, Vermillion. 30,000 population. It's coming up as orange, medium, moderate, but it is dropping at this time. And taking a look now at Chicago area. And I wish Chicago would get on the Wastewater Scan website. Ooh, this is not good. Cook County. Wow. Take a look at this. Cook County. This is Chicago. You can see wastewater here. It is 1.1 million population, and it is rising at this time. And let's just real quickly, I want to go over to the Chicago website. You can see levels for in Chicago, deaths, cases, and hospitalizations. They have been starting to rise. You can see this right here. That's not good. I always have all of my pandemic stuff up here on the screen because, you know, I can jump to this data at any time when we do these videos. I always constantly keep a window. It's a crazy number of tabs. It's like 20 different, more than 20 taps. Moving on now, let's go a little bit further north to Wisconsin. And we are seeing some rising sites in Wisconsin now. Overall trajectory for this one, for example, Columbia, it's rising. Here's a site that's moderate, and that's not terrible. We're coming now closer to the Green Bay area. Sheboygan, and 75,000 population. This one is slightly dropping, not a huge drop, but it is dropping. La Crosse is in the moderate, dropping at this time. Let's go to the Minneapolis area. Let's see what's going on there. And I'm seeing dropping. Oh, here's one that is rising. Whoa, this is a huge wastewater site. Why do we not click on this site more often? 1.9 million population, and it is rising at this time. Then we come over here to some of these other sites, and again, they are dropping at this time. All right, moving on. I know this video is, it's a long one today. We got to do the West Coast, too. Lancaster County, Nebraska now. 200,000 population. It is starting to rise again. That's not good. Whoa, here's Lincoln, Nebraska, rapidly rising. Yes, let's face it. Scotts Bluff, Nebraska. Let's face it. Nebraska's bad. It's rising. We don't need to show you any more wastewater sites there. When you see rapid rising at every site that we're clicking on, that's bad. Boulder, Colorado. You're starting to rise as well. There are some states in the West that are legitimately rising. Here's another one that is rising at this time. So if you're in the Denver metro area, I would be taking added precautions at this time because you are starting to rise. Taking a look at Utah, just quickly going through here. Utah is rapidly rising at this time. I promise you guys, in next week's wastewater update, we're going to start on the West Coast. That way the West Coast gets a higher amount of attention. I think that's what we're going to do. 1 week will be East Coast, then West Coast. We'll go back and forth each week. That way I'm giving more attention to these other areas where it seems like I'm rushing at the end of these videos. Another Utah, Washington. Look at this. 24,000 population here in Washington, Utah, and it is rising significantly at this time, and it has been for a long period of time. Now coming into California, shall we try for the wastewater scan site again? Hey, it's back to working. How about that? I don't know why it freezes up on us. Something about the graphics. Maybe it's because of all these tabs I have open. No, that's not it. I have a very high power computer. My computer is higher power than the average person. Taking a look at COVID. Here, this is down in the Los Angeles area. It's low at this time. Influenza not detected. RSV not detected. HMPV not much detection. There was that Mpox detection back in September. Norovirus is low. Look at this. Yet again, a hepatitis detection. We're going to do one more site in California. And then I promise, like we have been doing, we will show you some more California sites during the pandemic updates this week. Next pandemic update, I think, is going to be tomorrow. I thought about doing one this evening. But, we'll wait till tomorrow. We'll just hold off. COVID is high at this time in San Francisco area. It's kind of flattened out most recently. Influenza, low at this time. It's kind of been rising, but it's dropping a little bit on the most recent update. RSV, high at this time, and slightly dropping. HMPV is low. And take a look at this. Yet again, a hepatitis A detection. Norovirus is high, but dropping at this time. And wait a second, we're not done with the wastewater scan website, because we can come up to Washington State, and we can go to just one site just north of the Seattle area, which just came on. It's dropping a little bit for COVID, rising a little bit for influenza. RSV is low at this time. And how about hepatitis A? Not being detected, and norovirus, it's low and dropping at this time. Let's go back to the CDC website, and we will end today on two more sites. Idaho at this time is not doing too bad. I'm seeing moderate sites here, and they are dropping at this time. Then we come over to Lewis and Clark, Montana. And Lewis and Clark, Montana is flat at this time. If I missed your state, such as Hawaii and Alaska, look for it during the next pandemic update. We just spent close to 25 minutes going over wastewater sites. Have you now been convinced that COVID still exists and that hepatitis A? Yes, hepatitis A is making an appearance now. I've been convinced, and that's driving me to want to do more research as to why hepatitis A is rising and what's going on. Pay close attention to my Twitter today. You may see a few tweets that are in relation to hepatitis A. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this and you're convinced that, hey, there are viruses out there that are a health threat to you, by all means, subscribe to my channel down below. If you know anyone that needs to see this video, by all means, share this with them. You know, each like and share, it helps with the algorithm. I would love for more people to see these videos because, I mean, my message is loud and clear. We need to get it in front of more people to help protect more people from developing long COVID and all these other terrible things. Pneumonia, hepatitis now, too. So I'll see you guys all again next time, which will be tomorrow. We're definitely doing a pandemic update tomorrow with hopefully some Walgreens data. Until next time, stay safe, have a fantastic afternoon, and thanks for watching. Take care.